Good day, viewers and listeners, and welcome to the Progress Report. In this episode, we will look at the expanding value of Guyana's mangrove forest and its positive impact on the economy in the areas of food security and coastline protection. Guyana and the European Union, the EU, this past week signed an agreement worth approximately 4.6 million euros to support the conservation management of our mangrove forest, which is part of the Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030 blueprint. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali expressed the importance of this agreement.
Importantly, one of our strongest partners in terms of protecting our sea defenses, our coastal line, and ensuring that a country that is below sea level remains safe from its exposure to the sea. You are one of our strongest partners in this area.
Guyana's mangrove forest and its ecosystem provide several important services that range from the protection of the country's coastal plain to supporting biodiversity habitats and the livelihood of many coastal communities. Approximately 90% of the nation's population resides within the coastal zone. As a result, it is important for Guyana to place significant emphasis on protecting and managing this valuable asset. The LCDS 2030 blueprint indicates that mangroves have an estimated worth of at least $1.6 billion annually in ecosystem services. The preservation and environmental management of Guyana's mangroves is therefore critical in providing value to our fisheries industry in terms of money, jobs, and in meeting government food security agenda. Mangroves contain species of interest such as mangrove crabs, prawns, and mullet, as well as higher-end consumer items such as mud crabs, snapper, grouper, and a variety of other seafood options. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO 2012, humans caught and consume approximately 78.9 million tons of fish and other species from the world's oceans, accounting for 16.6% of the total animal protein consumption per year. Global demand for fish products has increased with per capita consumption moving from 9.9 kilograms in the 1960s to 18.8 kilograms in 2011. Fishing is an essential source of income for 38.4 million people worldwide, with 90% involved in small-scale fishing. While aquaculture is expanding to supply some of this demand, fish caught in the wild remain crucial to many local economies, including Guyana. Therefore, it is essential that Guyana's mangrove forest be preserved along its coastal zone of 430 kilometers long and 26 to 77 kilometers wide, a critical sustainable element for both small-scale and large-scale fishing. The ecosystem that mangroves provides for the fishing industry, among other ecological benefits, have an economic value in excess of 18,000 US per hectare according to the FAO. The coastal zone of Guyana lies between 0.5 to 1 meter below the high tide level of the Atlantic Ocean, making the coastal plain vulnerable to flooding, erosion, and salinization. Moreover, global sea level rise is expected to increase from 20 centimeters to 100 centimeters by the year 2100, which makes coastal protection in Guyana critical. As Guyana continues to address every aspect of its expanding economy, the President underscored the importance of the environmental management of Guyana's mangrove, actions that will enable Guyana to provide leadership at the upcoming COP28.
We have 200,000 hectares of coastal area, some of which is covered by mangrove and some of which are very suitable for the rejuvenation and expansion of mangrove. The expansion of the mangrove is a proven concept for climate mitigation, as mangroves store 5 times the carbon stock as other forest sites. So this is an important fact. The mangrove stores 5 times the carbon stock of any other forest type. Mangroves is also, because of the layout of Guyana, the mangroves is also closely integrated into the bulk of the population. So it provides some important opportunity for livelihood options, whether it's beekeeping, honey production. So all of these things can help in optimizing the value of the mangrove. And we are looking forward to providing great leadership at COP28 in the UAE, not only presenting the forest and as an important platform in the climate change equation, but outlaying our own ambitions in the LCDS, Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030, and showcasing Guyana, not only Guyana's commitment, but Guyana policy architecture. Our entire policy architecture and our policy framework is geared around ensuring that we are adopting the best environmental practices and doing everything in a climate smart way in protecting the environment, advancing our natural attributes of biodiversity, but more importantly, leveraging these natural assets now for improved livelihood, creating economic opportunity, and ensuring that Guyana is not only a location to showcase the natural attributes of biodiversity, the forests and so on, but more importantly, that we are also an important destination in terms of the continuing the academic work, the research, and supporting such work in the whole ecosystem surrounding the biodiversity, forests, climate change, and ensuring that we build stronger systems based on facts and based on an understanding of the true nature of the environment.
Guyana preservation of its mangrove is meeting the ideals of the United Nations Sustainable Goals 8, decent work and economic growth, and Goals 12 and 13, responsible consumption and production, as well as climate action. The country remains an attractive destination and is open to working with all of its partners, while providing leadership in matters of the environment and in food security. Until next time, I am Vivekanand Rajkumar.